Hello, my name's Ross. Jonathan and I have been asked to talk to you this afternoon about VivaMatch, which was started last year. I'm going to kick off by talking a bit about the background to VivaMatch before handing over to Jonathan to discuss some of the successes and challenges that we've faced so far. VivaMatch came about after a conversation in theatre one day with Chris. We'd been talking about jobs and how I could boost my CV. This then led on to talking about possible airline projects that I could get involved with, as well as the potential to develop a brand new project. At that time, I had only just recently passed the final exam myself, after a bit of a struggle. I thought it'd be good to try to build on the range of locally run exam preparation courses available in the North East. I had found online practice with others really helpful when preparing for my own exam. One of my friends and colleagues, Will, had tried to get a group of trainees together who were preparing for the exam. His idea being that we would mark our own availability for Viva practice on a shared spreadsheet. We would then use this to pair up for practice sessions. This, however, was not well utilised, and I suspect largely because it required extra effort at an already stressful time. However, from this, the VivaMatch concept was born, and that is a formalised matching process for those sitting the SOEs, offering sessions of peer-to-peer exam practice over a number of weeks leading up to the college exams. I put this idea to Chris, and then we pitched it together to the final FRCA group, with the first run planned for local trainees in the lead up to the June sitting of the final last year. This went on to prove that the concept could work, and also received good feedback from candidates with some really encouraging results. As such, it was then decided to expand it to the primary exam, as well as opening up to other candidates nationally. So, what does VivaMatch actually offer? Currently, we offer 5 weeks of peer-to-peer exam practice, with a maximum of 25 sessions timetabled around individuals' own preferred availability. We also run a brief introductory session for candidates at the beginning of each VivaMatch period. During this, we cover the structure of the exam, give them some hints and tips for exam success, highlight some revision materials that they might find helpful, as well as going over the basic rules behind the VivaMatch concept. All sessions are run over Zoom, so all candidates need is a compatible device and a login. We are also available as faculty to help troubleshoot issues, both with timetables and with Zoom. I'm now going to hand over to Jonathan to talk further about the results and challenges of VivaMatch to date.
Thank you, Ross. I too was looking to further my involvement with A-Line and improve certain areas of my CV, and following conversations with Chris, I was invited into the VivaMatch project. Following the proof of concept demonstrated by Ross, we worked on ways we could expand the VivaMatch to increase its scope and capacity. This was achieved through outsourcing a software designer to bring our ideas to life and ramp up the automation process. This included collecting candidate availability, automatically matching candidates with the same availability, and distributing bespoke individual timetables with the corresponding Zoom information. VivaMatch has not been without its share of challenges along the way. Setting up and getting to grips with the software was initially quite challenging and cumbersome, but became more familiar and streamlined with every sitting of the course. And as this is still a very new course, we've had to react and adapt to challenges as they arose along the way, and react in real time to ensure that as many sessions went ahead as possible. Despite the progress we've made with automation, the process is still quite labour intensive for the course lead. There is a high demand on keeping the course ticking over for 5 or 6 weeks, especially as the current sitting of the VivaMatch Primary has nearly 40 delegates, with delegates joining us from India and Egypt. So, here are the results for the first 4 sittings of the VivaMatch course. 2 sittings of the final SOE and 2 sittings of the primary SOE. And as you can see, hopefully the numbers speak for themselves. We're really pleased and proud of the results we've been getting, especially in relation to the overall college pass rate. But it's not just been about the pass rate. We've gathered some really useful feedback and some glowing testimonials as well which we make available on the course website. In the future, we hope VivaMatch can continue to grow in the same vein as we've seen in the past 12 months. James Leonard has recently taken up leading the expansion to include the FFICM exam, and our numbers are continuing to grow with each and every sitting. And with this, we will need continued evolution of our programs and our algorithms to further increase automation. Finally, and where we are really looking to expand VivaMatch further, is through an advertising and media presence. And we would most welcome any trainees with a flair or interest in this to get in touch and become part of the VivaMatch team. Thank you very much for listening.